this video is a very quick video. I just wanted to show you a technique for length retention, especially for 4C hair when you've either coming off a wash and go or you've allowed your hair to sit too long before your maintenance and it's gotten too dry. And this is how you can back out of that cave, keep the length, and get your hair back into a moisturized state. So what I ended up having to do, I think I shared with you one time before, this conditioner that I got from the dollar store is called Silkins Hair Care Pro Formula for Damaged Repair Conditioner. You know, I got this from the dollar store for $1.25. It's 32 ounces, and I'm gonna tell you, I really do love the way this makes my hair feel, because when I spray my hair with the water or whatever hydration solution I'm doing, the softness is really unbelievable. So I think one of my wash days I'm going to use this as my conditioner, and just to see how it really do on my hair. But so what I ended up having to do, and I've already started, so I'm gonna tell you what I did up until this point. Of course, my hair was all over the place, and you know the shrinkage is real. So at that point, and plus it was dry, so you definitely don't want to put a comb in your hair at all. So what I did, this is purely aloe vera juice. Okay, so I saturated my entire head with the aloe vera juice before I did any type of parting, any type of finger detangling. Okay, and then I put this all over my strands. Okay, and that allowed my hair to rehydrate, softened up, making sure that it's more elastic, so that when I do start handling my hair, that I get less breakage. So this is one of those techniques in order to retain length, because on this journey, and one of the things that I think Black women in general, especially the ones that are still convinced that their hair can't grow, your hair is growing. It's just the length retention techniques are not being applied. So I just thought that I would do a quick little video about how I backed out of the cave of a wash and go on a 4C, a truly 4C hair. So of course, you know, when I get ready to pre-poo, because what I'm doing right now is a pre-poo process before I shampoo. And of course, you know, the banana oil, I have the solid one. So I've already heated it up just so I can get it a little bit more liquid. Now, you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but for me, with my hair, it just makes it easier to apply it. Okay, so I've already sectioned my hair off. So once I got the hydration in and the conditioner in, I just bust my hair down the center, and then I put it in 4 quadrants, and then I take those 2 quadrants and I separate those out. Right now, the entire time I'm not using any combs, not even the unbrushed. I'm strictly using my fingers. So I'm going to show you what I do. And of course, you know, I have high porosity hair. Now, you may not have to keep hydrating your hair as much as I do, but especially if you have low porosity hair, but I have high porosity hair, so I'm going to hydrate this even more, especially in the back is where my hair is most thick, making sure that I get it really hydrated. Okay, almost saturated, to be honest with you. And when I do this, I have shed hair. You know, you're always going to have shed hair, but I don't have any breakage. That's the whole key. All right, so now that I got that, and I like running my fingers down it because I can feel where the knots are, And I'm just gently pulling the hair gently. All right, and you can tell when you start to get it really good and detangled because you'll start seeing more of the length, right? Okay, and I'm taking my fingernails and I'm just kind of splitting the hair apart very gently. I don't know if you can see that. I do that before I introduce the oil, just trying to get as much of the tangles and separation as I can just by using my fingers. I can feel where it's bunching up right up in here, and then I start isolating it. All right. Now for me, to introduce this botana oil that I've melted slightly, and I do the double boiler for that because I don't want to lose any of the nutrients out of it, and I definitely don't want to burn it. So I take my ends and I saturate it in the bowl. Okay, fold it back. Oh yeah, that was a good dip. That was a good dip. Okay. And then, of course, I definitely want to get the botana oil on the scalp as well. Now when I put the oil on, it makes it even easier to finger detangle. And then with the finger detangling, remember, once you get all the knots out that you feel like it's not knotting up, and singling out any fairy knots, then you want to address those. And then I start separating the hairs. And at this point, when I'm separating the hairs, I can actually feel the hairs gliding across each other rather than tangling with each other, tearing each other apart. You can actually feel that. Once you get used to finger detangling, you can feel the difference between the two. And of course, going through these Ayurvedic treatments is definitely making your hair so much more stronger, so it can handle a little bit of manipulation and not break off the hair, because I can feel the shed hairs. I'm pulling out shed hairs. You're gonna always have shed hairs, and because they're very long. Get that? Yeah. Okay. This is actually a great technique to use for any type of style where you feel like, especially if you let your hair grow, go too long before your wash days, or you have your hair care day, you know, because sometimes life gets in the way and you don't have a chance to do that. But if you've allowed your hair to get a little bit more dry than you normally do, this is always a good technique to implement for hair retention, right? Because why destroy all of that growth you worked so hard for, you know, just by prepping for a wash day or getting ready to wash your hair, where massive manipulation is on the horizon. Okay, you see how much more length it shows. So my hair is fully detangled, and I can feel a difference. What I started doing too, just so you know, on my pre-poo days, is I get under the hair dryer on medium heat and let this botana oil really get into the deepness of the hair shaft for about 10 to 15 minutes. And I'll be doing that today. You know, when your hair is extremely dry and vulnerable, how you part and section out your hair is very crucial to prevent breakage so that you can retain your length. So I'm showing you how I start the parting technique to create each section. First, you want to thoroughly hydrate your hair, and you can use whatever hydration solution you like, whether it's water, aloe vera juice, a tea rinse, or vinegar rinse. You can use absolutely whatever you desire. Next, you want to add your favorite conditioner. Now, because I have high porosity hair, I like to get it all over my entire head to prevent my hair from drying out too quickly before I finish the process. To start parting the hair, I use my fingernails, or you can use a rat tail comb to start sectioning the hair. Using your other hand to gently separate the hairs with your thumb, pointer, and middle finger, and be sure to drag the hairs gently down the full length of your hair, just like I'm doing here. Now, as I get the hairs separated, I continue parting the hair with my fingers, or in your case, the rat tail comb. I just simply continue this process until I have my entire head sectioned out. Finally, you can start detangling the section like we did earlier, and continue this entire process until you've finished each section. Now remember, this is my pre-poo day, so now that I've finished finger detangling and saturating my hair with the botana oil, I'm going to sit under the dryer for about 10 to 15 minutes on a low heat. And do know that you don't have to use the products that I use. It's the technique is what I really wanted to get over to you, coming out of a wash and go, or if it's been a long time since you've done your hair and it's gotten a little bit more drier than you normally would. But just to hydrate, conditioning it, finger parting, finger detangling, adding your oil, whether you're using botana oil or whatever your favorite oil is. And then if you want to do a hot oil treatment like I did for 15 minutes, that will definitely get your hair back to the moisture level and to get back some elasticity so that it won't break. Because out of all of that, let me get you, I had very little shedding, very little shedding, okay? But I know I'll get more shedding when I actually finish the whole process of my shampoo day. But the whole objective of that is not to have any breakage. You see, all these hairs are very long. These are very long hairs. So that was zero breakage, and that is the whole key of this video, is to show you how to do this technique for length retention. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, like, share, and ring the bell so that you will not miss another video. So probably within the next couple of days, I'll be doing week 9 of the Ayurvedic Menopausal Hair Loss Challenge. I'm sorry, week 10. Time is going by so fast. It'll be week 10. And so stick around for that. And if you haven't seen the other ones, I'll put a link of all of the other 9 in this video so you can catch up. And let me know if you're joining the challenge and what Ayurvedic products that you're using and what your unique goals are for your hair. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.